Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial for your well-being and longevity: your brain. We'll be exploring 5 brain-killing habits that you should avoid at all costs. These habits have the power to significantly impact your cognitive function, memory, and overall brain health. So, if you're ready to take control of your brain's health and future, stay tuned and let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Habit number 1: chronic sleep deprivation. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of sacrificing sleep for work, studies, or leisure. However, chronic sleep deprivation can have detrimental effects on your brain. When you consistently don't get enough quality sleep, it can lead to a range of cognitive issues. Your memory and decision-making abilities will suffer, leaving you feeling mentally foggy and unproductive. Sleep is essential for brain health. It helps in memory consolidation, where the brain processes and stores important information from the previous day while you sleep. By depriving your brain of this crucial process, you're essentially limiting its ability to function optimally. Furthermore, sleep deprivation has been linked to an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's disease. Getting enough sleep allows your brain to rest and repair itself. It's during sleep that your brain clears out toxins that accumulate throughout the day. Without proper rest, these toxins can build up and impair brain function. The recommended amount of sleep for adults is 7 to 8 hours per night. However, many people don't get even close to this amount due to various factors such as busy lifestyles, shift work, or personal issues. This chronic sleep deprivation can have serious consequences. It can affect your concentration and attention span, making it difficult to focus on tasks or maintain productivity. Sleep deprivation also impairs your ability to process and store new information, leading to problems with memory and learning. Moreover, it can negatively impact your mood, increasing irritability and the risk of developing mood disorders. To combat chronic sleep deprivation, prioritize sleep and aim for 7 to 8 hours each night. Establish a regular sleep schedule. Create a relaxing bedtime routine and ensure your sleep environment is comfortable and dark. By making sleep a priority, you're investing in your brain's health and overall well-being. Remember, a well-rested brain is a high-performing brain. Habit number 2: excessive screen time. In today's digital age, it seems almost impossible to escape excessive screen time. From smartphones and computers to televisions and tablets, we are constantly bombarded with visual stimuli. However, spending too much time in front of screens can have detrimental effects on our brains. One major issue associated with excessive screen time is overstimulation. The constant exposure to bright lights and a plethora of visual inputs can overstimulate our brains, leading to reduced focus and attention span. Our brains are wired to process and respond to visual cues, but they need downtime to recover from the constant bombardment of information. Prolonged screen time interferes with this essential downtime, resulting in a diminished capacity to concentrate on tasks or even engage in deep thought. This lack of focus can significantly impact productivity and academic or professional performance. Another concerning aspect of excessive screen time is its potential to impair social skills. When we spend an exorbitant amount of time in virtual worlds or interacting with devices rather than other people, it can hinder the development and maintenance of social skills. Face-to-face interactions are crucial for developing empathy, communication skills, and the ability to navigate social situations. By neglecting these interactions in favor of screen time, we may inadvertently limit our brain's capacity to thrive in social settings. Excessive screen time can also lead to mental exhaustion. The constant connectivity and the pressure to respond to messages or notifications can create a sense of urgency and stress. This chronic stress can take a toll on our mental well-being, leading to feelings of burnout, anxiety, or even depression. Taking regular breaks from screens and engaging in activities that promote relaxation and mindfulness can help alleviate this mental exhaustion. To mitigate the negative effects of excessive screen time, it's essential to establish healthy boundaries. Set specific times to disconnect from devices and immerse yourself in other activities. Engage in hobbies, spend time in nature, read books, or connect with friends and family in person. By doing so, you'll give your brain the opportunity to rest, recharge, and function at its best. Remember, balance is key. Embrace technology, but also prioritize real-world experiences and connections to keep your brain sharp and resilient. Habit number 3. Poor diet, high sugar, and junk food. The food we consume has a profound impact on our brains and overall health. A diet rich in sugar and unhealthy fats can have detrimental effects on cognitive function, memory, and brain health. Consuming excessive amounts of sugar can lead to a spike in blood sugar levels, which can impair brain function. When we consume sugary foods, our body converts them into glucose, which is the primary source of energy for the brain. However, a sudden surge in blood sugar levels can overwhelm the brain's energy processing mechanisms. This can result in a temporary impairment of cognitive functions such as attention, concentration, and decision-making. A diet high in unhealthy fats and processed foods can contribute to inflammation in the brain. Chronic inflammation in the brain has been linked to various cognitive impairments and neurodegenerative diseases. By reducing the intake of saturated and trans fats, you can help maintain healthy inflammation levels in the brain, supporting optimal cognitive function. Moreover, consuming excessive amounts of junk food can lead to malnutrition. These foods often lack essential nutrients and vitamins that are vital for brain health. For example, a deficiency in omega-3 fatty acids has been associated with cognitive decline and an increased risk of depression. A balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can provide the necessary nutrients to support optimal brain function. To combat the negative effects of a poor diet, it's essential to prioritize healthy eating habits. Focus on consuming a balanced diet that includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. These foods provide essential nutrients and antioxidants that support brain health and cognitive function. Limit the intake of processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats as they can contribute to cognitive impairments and neurodegenerative diseases. By making conscious food choices, you're investing in your brain's health and ensuring it has the nourishment it needs to function at its best. Remember, a healthy brain requires a healthy diet. Habit number 4. Chronic stress. In today's fast-paced world, chronic stress has become a common experience for many individuals. Whether it's financial worries, relationship issues, or work-related pressures, prolonged exposure to stress can have detrimental effects on our brains. One significant impact of chronic stress on the brain is the constant release of cortisol, a stress hormone. When we experience stress, our body goes into a fight-or-flight response, triggering the release of cortisol. However, when this response is activated chronically, it can lead to elevated cortisol levels over time. High levels of cortisol have been linked to impaired memory and learning abilities. Cortisol interferes with the brain's ability to consolidate and retrieve memories, leading to difficulties in remembering information and completing tasks. Additionally, chronic stress can lead to structural changes in the brain. Prolonged exposure to high levels of cortisol can cause damage to brain cells, particularly in areas associated with memory and cognitive function. This damage can result in reduced brain volume and impaired cognitive performance. To mitigate the harmful effects of chronic stress on the brain, it's essential to manage stress effectively. Engage in regular exercise, practice deep breathing or meditation, and ensure you get enough sleep. These techniques can help regulate cortisol levels and promote overall brain health. Prioritizing self-care and seeking support when needed can also be crucial in managing chronic stress and protecting the brain from its detrimental effects. By taking proactive steps to manage stress, you're safeguarding your brain's health and ensuring its long-term well-being. Remember, a healthy brain thrives in a balanced and stress-free environment. Habit number 5. Lack of mental stimulation. Our brains are like muscles. They require regular exercise and stimulation to remain sharp and agile. Unfortunately, in today's fast-paced world, many of us fall into the trap of neglecting our mental well-being by failing to challenge our brains with activities that promote cognitive engagement. One significant consequence of a lack of mental stimulation is cognitive decline. When we don't engage our brains in mentally stimulating activities, we deprive them of the opportunity to stay sharp and maintain cognitive agility. This can lead to a decline in memory, attention span, and problem-solving abilities. It's essential to keep our brains active to preserve and enhance our cognitive functions as we age. Another drawback of a lack of mental stimulation is the decreased ability to adapt to new information and learn new skills. Our brains are wired to absorb and process new information constantly. By not providing our brains with the necessary mental stimulation, we limit their ability to expand their knowledge and skill set. This can result in a feeling of mental stagnation and a reduced capacity to learn new things. To combat the negative effects of a lack of mental stimulation, it's important to engage in activities that challenge our brains regularly. This can include solving puzzles, playing brain games, reading books, learning a new language, or taking up a new hobby. These activities stimulate our brains, improve cognitive function, and enhance our ability to adapt and learn. Making an effort to challenge your brain with new experiences and learning opportunities is crucial for maintaining cognitive vitality and ensuring that your brain remains sharp and resilient. By investing in your brain's stimulation, you're investing in your future cognitive well-being. Remember, a stimulated brain is a thriving brain. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the 5 brain-killing habits. If you found this information helpful, please share it with your friends and family so they too can protect their brain's health. Stay tuned for more enlightening content on brain health and overall well-being. And remember, knowledge is power. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep nourishing your brain for a brighter future.